Alright, so yeah, shall here with this particular news because I know this news is going to send a lot of shockwaves to Ghana for especially more and more in the diaspora. Donald Trump is at it again, and I think so this time around, so a particular program where he's caned it, we should be seeing a lot of ripple effect, which means I don't know why you're the baby. Now, yeah, that's sorry, yeah, Trump now. I'm making order. We're signing what we call executive order. We increasing the price of H1B visa. H1B visa for starters, more money H1B visa no. A visa be a oko USA and no any the mouse and you can be employed into more in various companies like Amazon, Meta, Facebook, Starbucks no. Nisa visa now the be ye juma so when citizen a H1B visa. Now sa particular H1B visa no and no and a Ghana for immigrants ewa brochi and no and omu usua it's more like your go-to to get a work to get a to stay there near the. But now Donald Trump is scaling that particular program. Now, the US President Donald Trump was signing orders, order now or signing, or signing says, answer na yebe handle over H1B visa. Inti me and me wo crew my say, and say, be a Pinaxtv person employ me. Pinaxtv will US, non person employ me will US. Pinaxtv more US, they will have to give me the employee. A friend is saying H1B visa. The contract no no ni aka say be issue me H1B visa and na say US am one na me ejuma no me ne penas for and ejuma penas no American company my employ me. But now no before American company be a bit my employment no and in this case Pinaxtv be employ me amemo US no they will have to rake up $100,000 down no for man buy no. Now Trump is doing this because we believe he say amount for mu crew ebefa in juma. They take too many job opportunities. Ama one more Americans no omunye ejuma. Inti ejuma bi a meme kwa ye mam $2,000 a month ameje no. America ni no ono no $2,000 no enso no renti onche. Inti eno eba ne sana many people are not getting their jobs and immigrants eye ejuma. But then before you trust yen kwhwe in summer US President Donald Trump odi tuja ye ba. We look at how this is definitely going to affect Ghana. And now your president John Dramani Mahama I start say deportees now no you're 12 and that 40 no we should be opening our arms because Ghana for be bripa and fee. I'm telling you Ghanaians are coming home. Yanko video way of what Trump said to us.
Thank you, Mr. President. One of the most abused visa systems in our current immigration system has been the H1B non-immigrant visa program. This is supposed to allow highly skilled laborers who work in fields that Americans don't work in to come into the United States of America. What this proclamation will do is raise the fee that companies pay to sponsor H1B applicants to $100,000. This will ensure that the people they're bringing in are actually very highly skilled and that they're not replaceable by American workers. So it'll protect American workers, but ensure that companies have a pathway to hire truly extraordinary people and bring them to the United States to work.
We need workers. We need workers. We need great workers. And this pretty much ensures that that's what's going to happen. I think, Sean, you agree with that?
Well, they're $100,000 per year. So the whole idea is no more will these big tech companies or other big companies train foreign workers. They have to pay the government $100,000, then they have to pay the employee. So it's just not economic. If you're going to train somebody, you're going to train one of the recent graduates from one of the great universities across our land, train Americans, stop bringing in people to take our jobs. That's the policy here, $100,000 a year for H1B visas, and all of the big companies are on board. We've spoken to them about the gold card.
They love it. They love it. They really love it. They need it.
So that is the remarks US President Donald Trump or the Tuja in regards to the cancelling, basically the appending of the H1B visa. Now, the H1B visa is not really cancelled, but in literal sense, it has killed it, as someone posted on social media said. Trump actions basically have killed the H1B visa. Now, I'll explain certain things to you very soon, because before I met to us, I'd like to put this on the screen. So you will not really misinterpret it. Say the H1B visa is no more there. It is there. But then in literal terms, no, Trump's actions have just killed the H1B visa. H1B visa no ene or ticket out ultimately ye juma ewa bruchim. See, Trump say he is basically appending it. So first no employee US now employee per se or then or ma H1B visa and I say now oba US and our employer no obey issue H1B visa mawa and no sa no a car na wo just $1,000 it be quite less but now no Donald Trump increase the cost no aqua $100,000 so in literal terms no it won't be wise for any employer to keep you because say nipa no obey employer no say obey employer no be $200,000 massa any of the fact room of for bit my it obit me workers be times 3 remember says H1B visa and it's only valid for 3 years shall I say near to us or say Trump just killed the H1B visa. Companies now have to pay $100,000 per year to bring foreign high-skilled workers to the US. This will dissuade them from doing so. Some jobs will be offshored. For Indian techies, the American dream just got killed. So Trump actions is here, no. To some people, no, Trump have just killed or killed the H1B visa. Now, for context, no, quickly, let's move on to BBC because BBC's contest basically explains exactly what is really happening here. And one of the things here, person when he say, in as much as here cancer and same way, we will also be putting certain graphs on the screen and also be seeing how this one is definitely going to affect Ghanaians in general, especially Ghanaians in the diaspora. Or say, wait for BBC. Trump asks 100,000 fee for skilled worker visa applicants. What I say? I wish you could get the CNN on because CNN there a bit more detail. But then let's take the BBC there. I say, U.S. President Donald Trump have signed an executive order that will add $100,000 in literally 74,000 euros annual fee for applicants to the H1B visa program for skilled foreign workers. Trump order mentions abuse of the programs and will restrict entry unless payment is made. So, sinana midi kankano. Me and me Ghana as am person ko US. Na ebia company bi e person employ me. Na ombetron krata ma me dey akọ embassy. Say embassy company so mo employ me. Enye mo mam H1B visa mitimi nkọ aburuchire. Now that H1B visa no that company mo employ me and me fi kro ma say akọ aburuchire no. That company will have to pay the government, in this case the United States government, $100,000 up front. Now, let me break this down for you to understand. More cleaning services UK, US, and Canada no. Yen funny say while apply company be cleaning services and I say hospice and na ebi o mafao. Now US the hospice company will have to pay $100,000 to the government before be figure na hakrako. Enkane no $500, $600 it be quite free, but now you have to pay $100,000. The money wouldn't come from you because if you have money, why would you go to Obi Mine? So the money will have to come from the company. So the company will say that because you have to pay $100,000, then we shouldn't employ him at all because nipa na all body employ no. Yamana month $1,000, $2,000. So why should we pay $100,000 every year for a worker? There be omonye. So I hope so I broke it down for you. So critics have long argued that H1Bs undercuts the American workforce, while supporters, including billionaire Elon Musk, argued it allows the US to attract top talent from the world. In another order, Trump set up a new gold card to fast-track visas for certain immigrants in exchange for visa fees at 1 million euros. Trump's order is due to come into force on 21st of September. Trump's order is due to come into force on 21st of September 2025. It will only apply to new requests, but companies will have to pay same amount for each applicant for 6 years, U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said. So now they are saying, Trump executive order now making on, and yes, be a chance and yes, next year it is starting tomorrow, the 21st of September 2025, because it's not any 21st. Sisiano. Cleaning service. Apply US company. Yes, bra. You be foul. Now that company no more employer no bit me few chrome has say, you have to pay $100,000. But then so what do application not to the Daniel amount H1B visa now? So but after now apply and now you are in the process a bit account. Especially if you are now about to apply. So this is exactly what is really going on. Now, Bobby Bisuka Krawa, we are now in fact graphs be and two screens, no, so because this Charlie a chroming you Ghana yes and for Trump to do us, Trump yeah me main man, but for Trump to do us like this, Charlie, I am here ye pa yen so or say since 2004, the H1B applications have capped at 85,000 per year. Into every year, be a one more or more a use sa H1B visa no. They get the opportunity to travel to the US no. In California, 85,000 of which Ghanaians are part. Ghana for Bebre, they are holding H1B visa. Data from the US Citizenship and Immigration Services USCIS shows that applications for H1B visas for the next year fiscal fell to about 359,000, a 4-year low. The greatest beneficiary of the program the previous fiscal year was Amazon, followed by tech giants Tata, Microsoft, Meta, Apple, and Google, all according to the government statistics. So now we can no sa H1B visa and companies aya omo person omo use super, they like to use it a lot. And yes, our tech companies no, Microsoft, Meta, Apple, Google. Oh, you'll be our yes, our IT juma we are. One of the things you realize is that if you are issue out free and I say oh yeah no more test ya edin no share India ni Mujba Abraham India ni if you no more free so or kasa hello sir, can I speak to Indian voice? So most of these companies take these Indian companies and are Indian people to work for them. Near more low wage because brony you know oh man $5,000 on your sale consent juma no. But offer India ni and offer bibini to send me oh man $1,000 will be okay a also because me this kind of coffee akusi dying. So what I say, and now they are caning that things. Okay, before I would be ebeba kronim no, pay you the company have to pay $100,000 to the US government, and this in turn, it is what is going to kill if I say the H1B visa. Me no can say and Ghana and Kwana ebe face. You say Ghana is a ripple effect. It's India for number 1, China number 2, Mexico, so the ripple effects down there Ghana. I just say this time the SNMD can go US it is going to be extremely difficult, especially on for our application into Muya. And the funny thing is, more hoswa you be renew no because H1B visa no. So our brocha, you should know exactly what I'm talking about. Usually validity 3 years. Okay, into 3 years expire. Now, kwako renewer. Now, your citizen. Your employee will have to pay the government $100,000 US. So employee no so nya says kana na ese kwame ajo. Either so be page man for fro. And now obedi atete e wo krom ho. And now be move to a state immigrant friendly. I say, in US, a friend sanctuary cities. No, a protect immigrants. And now say, uti anye yeni so mu say twetwe. Enya oba be kan akoyo ya adanko podcast mre finidi. A friend is akoyo ya adanko podcast mre finidi. Oba be kan no ho. What you say oba be kan no. So that is exactly what is really going on. Now, for some few graphs be and 2 screens no so na yen twaso because me know ka say Indian government omubu fu ye pa because sa H1B visa no India for they are very good in tech and no na ebo mo now their country is shaking. I'm a prime minister no kra no or the a friend is saying or the state or the press statement be aba. But then as I told you, your graphs be because I want to make everything so clear for you. Now at the end of the day, more I'm gonna share, you can know exactly what to do. So minim how I'll be here say be I'll show who you fast track you and as we move it to another state, especially US so if I way into screens no so this graph shows one more the beneficiary of the H1B visa. So if you look closely on the screens, you see say the biggest beneficiary here in this case which makes up 72.6% India. Every year be India for the 320,000 people echo US on the H1B visa, and I say issue H1B visas to India. India phone issue H1B visas to them, 320,000. Followed by China. China for 55,000. Okay, one more issue H1B visa. Remember, so these are huge numbers. So somewhere Ghana, so and Sana, Canada, Korea, Philippines, they make up a year 0.9% near that. But Africans also account. This is in talking about the Europe and one more Asia and Europe. This is their graph. Now, uya nusufiwa yafa graph we soon two screens no so. Companies omuta hire tech companies omuta hire H1B visa applicants. Do na any screens so. It was a summary top H1B flyers and impact. So the companies may find from the top, usually from the far left, Amazon, Infosys, Cognizant, TCS, Microsoft, Meta platforms which include Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and WhatsApp. Apple companies, and banks like JT Morgan and Citi, and Wire Pro. So these are the major companies. Other immigrants who are US or face and let's know from Mexico, Puerto Ricans, Indian, Chinese, Filipinos. So these are the people more US. The number of immigrants are more US and looking at their population. Into Mexico, for 11 million Mexicans in US. Followed by Puerto Ricans, 3 million. Followed by India, 2 million. Into about down somewhere 40 something. Almost a Ghana for say Ghana for more US, almost 300,000 or 400,000, almost 500,000 adults per year. And most of them are holding this H1B visa. It be great teachers. What I say, it be a teachers. So you should see the impact. And it is so scary because then I'll share what I see. If I were into screen, so I'll say Trump to add 100,000 fee for skilled worker visa applicants, and we know it's very soon unskilled. So so this is exactly what is really going. These are the platforms or more rely more on the H1B visa, the skilled one, no any other unskilled. So the unskilled the more and also will be definitely impacted. I just say statements grab in regards with the restrictions Indian for Akasa. It is you could see very well say India is really not happy about this because more GDP and most of it comes from the US. It's really when you move on to the next issue. India is absolutely right to call this out. Trump loves shouting howdy Modi on stage, but when it comes to real policy, he's busy slamming Indian families with 100,000 ransom and H1B visas. 71% of H1B visa holders are Indians. These are the same people who keep the Silicon Valley alive, run American hospitals, and pay billions in US taxes. Without them, the so-called American dream collapses. This isn't policy, it's extortion and hypocrisy. Trump calls Indian votes with photo ops, then stab Indians in the back with rules that tear them apart or tear families apart. India calling this a humanitarian crisis is just a start. Washington better wake up before it loses the very talent that makes America great again. So many countries, including the Prime Minister of India, Modi, who recently came to Ghana, they are all speaking against this. Okay, they are all speaking against this, and they are not really, and the word really crying, and they are not happy about the situation. They are not happy about the situation. What am I saying? They are not really happy about the situation. So that is exactly what is really going on. We'll be moving on to the next update. But let us pause for a moment. Some of them comment. You read them comments.